making some improvements to my Sportsman 570. First up are the breathers for the belt drive, or clutches. I hacked the front one off. The way I did it was extremely dangerous, so I'm not going to tell you. The reason I did it a dangerous way is I was going to reverse it, put it on upside down. But this piece isn't symmetrical, so that didn't work. So I left it cut off, and I bent this piece of exotic material, which is around 20 gauge aluminum over some type of plastic. It's very formable by hand, so I bent it. It was about twice as long as it is now. And I cut it a couple of times to get it to fit in there. Again, it's very thin aluminum on plastic, so it's not going to hurt like the thermostat housing that it's sitting against. It's only held on with 2 wire ties, but it's in there nice and tight, not going to rattle around, and it's going to keep water that's splashed from the front tires from getting in there. I drilled a couple of holes in the corners here, and I just wire tied it to the frame. Because my problem was this thing kept falling off. You're supposed to have a wire tie around the top and bottom of this rubber grommet here, and I had wire ties around it and they still came off. So with the factory wire tie holding the bottom half of the snorkel to the frame, it holds it up nice and tight. I actually wire tied the bottom half of this grommet or boot to the lower half on the ends here, where there's 2 tabs that are actually supposed to be facing up. I don't think you can see it, but that number is upside down. It's supposed to be right side up. So then these 2 wire ties hold it from coming off. If I had to go and purchase material for that, I would have just gotten some thin aluminum. It's easy to cut, easy to bend. Don't have to worry about painting it. That was pre-painted with some baked on enamel. For the front, I completely rebuilt the winch mount. There's a little bit of play. It's not nearly as bad as the first and second time I rebuilt it. Hopefully this will be the last time I rebuild it. One of the biggest changes was I got this 5-inch C channel. Very heavy duty stuff. I reinforced the plow mount. On the bottom is a piece of 1-inch channel. It's welded the complete length of it, dodging all the bolt holes. The internal is all 1.5 inch square tube. We'll find out how strong that is this winter. This piece of square tube is welded all the way across the bottom, all the way across the top. When I take the plow mount off next spring, I'm going to cut a 45 here